We have a massive market update in MLB The Show 25. Welcome back, fellas. Today we're going over how this market is going to change up and down, how this inflation is going to affect the live series collection, and everything you need to know about the roster update that just came out today. We're going to go over all the new players and where they went up, where they went down, some popular players on investments, as well as some lower tier cards that lost value in this update. Starting with Aaron Judge, he's going to be very, very expensive as he goes up to a 92 overall. Him and Tatis are going to be the two highest overalls in this game right now, which means their price is only going to surge. Shohei's price is now over 600K. We're going to go over all of the market after I'm done going through each player, where they went up and where they went down, and how I think they're going to affect the gameplay first of all. Well, Aaron Judge now, I mean, again, his hitting is out of this world. The whole problem with him is he's 6'7". His hitting box is huge. His swing is all right, but his stats are off the charts. He's definitely a usable and very good right fielder in the game right now. Now, Tatis, in my opinion, I think he's the best right fielder in the game. He gets the +8 speed at the bottom right. As you can see, he's been hitting out of this world. Now his contact right is nuts. His power is still very good. He's gonna have to probably be platooned on the left side, but if you P5 him, 75 and 65 isn't the end of the world. Decent clutch at 77. Again, P5 up to 82 or 83. Just solid stats overall. 99 arm with 80 speed, 85 speed if you P5 him. Could be a very, very great right fielder. Then we have Shohei, who didn't really move. It's just he's pretty much the collection gauntlet card that you're going to need to have. Bobby Witt now becomes borderline unusable at the shortstop position. Not unusable in the sense of like you just can't ever, but it's like 55 power and 50 power is horrific, and he loses clutch. I understand the contact is great, but that power stat is just actually horrible. Plus there's a new shortstop that came out today that's going to be in the next video. That is absolutely one of my new favorite cards in the game, so we don't have to worry about Bobby Witt too much. Jose Ramirez loses some contact right. Again, didn't have high contact right to begin with. Gains more left. Again, still a very, very usable switch hitting bat. His swing is absolutely amazing. I think he's still going to be very viable. Mason Miller now becomes one of the best relievers in the game right now. Throws absolute gas, plus has now elite stats. Great card. Lindor goes up and down a few categories. His 62 clutch is abysmal, but again, solid power, solid contact. Again, very usable card, switch hitter. Juan Soto now, again, one of the best swings in the game. One of everyone's favorite cards in the game. Loses clutch, loses contact right, loses a lot of power on the right and left side. Not a lot, but 6 and 3 is definitely sizable. He's just going to be a card that's kind of replaceable now. There's definitely better DHs out there, but again, if you love Juan Soto's swing, he's still very, very usable in this game. Mookie Betts loses a lot. Somehow he doesn't go down in overall. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 2 is definitely sizable. Vision doesn't really matter. Vision's the only thing keeping him up at an 88. Just not a card I really, really love, especially at a very popular position. Mike Trout now becomes just not really the best right fielder in the game anymore. When you lose 16 contact to the left side and 7 contact to the right side, and now you have 68 and 67 contact on both sides, it's just horrific. His power right is out of this world. Unless he has a boosted edge, he's just not going to be a very great card to use because his contact is so low now. Paul Skeens now becomes one of the best starters in the game as he's been cooking. Again, his stamina is great. Hits per 9 is great. His Ks per 9 goes down a little bit, but that's not the end of the world as he gets a +10 home runs per 9, even more walks per 9. He's just a fucking elite card, and he's going to continue to be elite. Screwball is one of the easiest pitchers to hit in this game. Not even going to go over it. He lost a few, gained a few. He's fine. Gilbert got a +2. Again, better hits per 9, but again, his mix in this game just doesn't really do it for anybody. He's not going to be a card everyone's harp homing on. Freddie Freeman's a great card. Obviously, elite swing, great against righties. Again, the power is a little bit lacking. You wish to see that better. Harper goes down the contact area, but again, his swing makes up for literally everything, and he gets more clutch. The discipline's the only thing keeping him up at an 87. Just not a card I'm really going to prioritize at first base. Zach Wheeler now becomes a very interesting topic. Better stats all around. Loses a little bit of hits per 9, but it's not the end of the world. He's a great pitcher in this game. Playing against Zach Wheeler is not very fun. PCA goes to a diamond. Some people were predicting he doesn't go all the way. I thought this update was going to be a little bit later on the diamonds, but we get PCA to go to a diamond. Corey Seager also goes to a diamond. Will Smith gets up in overall, as well as we have Steven Kwan go to diamond. Adley Rutschman goes to an 86. Ellie goes up in overall. Corbin Carroll goes to a diamond. You know how much I love Corbin Carroll. Now he is 84 contact right with 78 power, right? He's going to be a demon if you use this card, especially if you have him P5. Ellie we'll get into a little bit later, but all these cards generally, Steven Kwan is going to be a great contact card. Nothing really outside of that. Will Smith, a solid catcher nonetheless, but we've definitely some better options out there. Corey Seager, elite swing. It's just the 22 speed. If you want that in your defense is what's going to hold him back. PCA, solid stats all around, but there's already a better PCA card out there. And Kyle Tucker with one of the best swings in the game. It just gets boosted in overall, mainly on the discipline and vision side of things. Not really too much to go home on about. The main two are going to be this Corbin Carroll and Ellie that get the upgrade. Adley Rutschman loses more contact, which is never good to see. And he loses more power. Just not really a card I want to have in my lineup too much. Wyatt Langford now goes to an 86 overall, becoming very usable, but nothing really too crazy. The 96 speed is very, very good though. Jacob deGrom goes up to a diamond officially. Again, he's just Jacob deGrom. We have a better card in this game from him, but if you want to use a lower tier card, he's definitely viable. Tyler Glass now goes down. Gunnar Henderson goes down. Yamamoto goes to diamond. He's obviously been pitching out of this world and is one of the best pitchers in the league right now, so he goes to diamond. I don't know how much he's going to be really using this game from a meta perspective. Your BZ goes down in overall, but he gains some contact and power left, so again, that's what you really look for. You're not really using him against righties as much because he already has the platoon advantage, so he's going to hit well against them naturally. Chris Sale goes down 2 overall. Obviously, he's been struggling to start the year. He's a card that a lot of players use, so maybe we're going to see him kind of die down a little bit in the usage rate, especially because starting pitchers are now getting more of an influx as time is going on. So we might not see as much Chris Sale going forward, but again, his release is just whack, and that's what makes him so good. Contreras gets a little bit of a boost, nothing insane, but he does have elite contact if you want that at your catcher spot. Garrett Crochet goes to a diamond, obviously very deserving, playing out of his mind. Mainly stamina is the big upgrade for him. There's already a better Crochet card, so we'll see that. Trey Turner somehow doesn't go down. This kind of boggles my mind. I would think he would go down. But again, he stays pretty high consistent. Again, great against lefties now. Again, the power is just lacking, but it's a great swing as always. Pete Alonso ends up going diamond. Didn't think he was going to get all the way up to diamond, as I didn't know they were going to be able to increase much, but they decided to go with the contact, plus 14 and 10 contact, plus 11 clutch. Again, not super usable at first base since there's better cards out there. But if he's a viable option, if you love his swing, if you're a big Pete Alonso fan, you definitely can use him. But for the most part, I'm going to say there's definitely better options out there. But again, if you're a big Mets fan, if you really like Pete Alonso, he's definitely now a card that you can look to at that first base slot. Vladdy's fucking been mid. He goes down a little bit. Better power left, though. And again, unless you're a Blue Jays fan, I wouldn't use him. Durant stays at an 84. Big B Bucks gets up to an 84. Loses contact right, though, which definitely hurts. But contact left, power left goes up, which is good to see, and more batting clutch. So, again, just a solid overall hitter. His swing is absolutely cash. Josh Hader goes to an 84, which is a big plus. One of the best quirky releases from the pen you can have. Logan Webb goes up a little bit. Just overall, you can see these lower tier cards in the gold slots go up. Obviously, they'll affect some value. Hunter Green gets a big boost at +4. He's been playing elite. I know a lot of people invested in some Hunter Greens, as well as there are some other cards that went up. Pablo Lopez, Michael Harris went down from a diamond. Jose Altuve went down from a diamond. He hasn't been playing well either. Tommy Edman gets the +4 into gold, so you love to see that. Some other cards that people invested in. O'Neal Cruz only went up +2. I know some people wanted to invest in him more. Hunter Brown goes +6. That is huge. He goes up to a +6. He goes to an 82 overall from a 76. Obviously been playing some great ball. That's a huge plus for those that invest in Hunter Brown. So you love to see that for them. And again, a lot of stubs were made during this process, as well as there was a lot of inflation over the past week. So if you missed out, it's not the end of the world. There'll be plenty more of opportunities to invest going forward. But for the most part, this is kind of how it's shaped up. And these are some of the lower tier cards we're just kind of rolling through. Nothing insanely to see. Nick Lodolo goes up +4 from a 76 to an 85. Again, playing very good ball right now. Eric, we've seen already a card for the Easter. He's been really good, but there's obviously better cards out there going forward. Now, in the marketplace, how does this affect the marketplace and how does this affect live series? That's going to be the biggest question. Obviously, these guys are going to play a little bit different, but you look at the Fernando Tatis now is going to go up. Obviously, he's going to keep increasing. Used to be able to get this card for 60K. Now he's 170K. Aaron Judge is now over 400K. Shohei is 600,000 stubs. These are just cards that have all been inflated, obviously, because of this. They are going to go down. They are going to go down. Bobby Wood is 264. Like, I would not be stressing about this right now. This is simply in effect due to everybody investing and all the stubs going out. Everybody's selling cards. Everybody's now buying cards because they made profit on the cards they sold. That is what you have to understand. That is why the market has skyrocketed, because everybody is buying because they got money, or they got not money, they got stubs, excuse me, from all of their investments. Some people got 500, some people got 700K, some people got whatever amount from investing over the course of the start of the year. Now they're all trying to buy, which is why there's a big spike. This will come down over the next week. I promise you, not all of these cards are going to stay at insane prices that they are. Jose Ramirez is even over 200K. He's definitely going to go down a little bit. There's definitely going to be an evening out of the market. So again, I would not stress out too much if you're looking at card prices and you're going, holy shit, what do I do? I needed this X card. They will go down, I promise you. But for collections, again, just slowly grind it out. It will take some time. You are going to have some different ways to earn stubs. I am coming out with a video that will be dropped early tomorrow morning by the time you're seeing this, about the new programs, about how to attack them, what cards you should be using now, what cards you shouldn't be using now after this event. We kind of went over a lot of that today, but let me know what cards you invested in. Let me know what cards you think are now almost unusable or even better now, what cards you're going to be trying to out in your lineup. Let me know all that in the comments below, and I'll catch you guys next time. Make sure to like, make sure to subscribe if you enjoy these type of videos, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.